Hello everyone, today I'm going to be baking some cupcakes, just 12 chocolate cupcakes, and I'm going to be making some orange frosting. I'll be using some orange dye, and then I bought some orange extract from the store, so I'll be making it orange flavored because I feel like chocolate and orange go together, and I've never experimented. Oh my gosh, if you can hear that, that's my oven, because it just preheated, but I've never experimented much with the buttercream flavors. I've made cream cheese buttercream, just plain vanilla buttercream, and then I've added freeze-dried strawberries to make it pink and strawberry flavored, but I've never added like oils and things for flavoring. It is by, well, I don't know the person who made it, but just look up add a pinch, that's the website, and it's just called, I think, the best chocolate cupcakes. I feel like that's usually what I go for recipes. I just look up the best one. And this one seems to have pretty good reviews. I think it has 5 stars, but I don't know how accurate that is or how true those reviews are. But I will say it's a pretty good cupcake. It ends up being a little bit like sticky kind of on the outside, but like it's very moist, so it's a cupcake with sugar. I don't know if that's how cupcakes usually are. I don't eat a lot of cupcakes, so I don't know, but I've been making them a lot more. So we're just gonna follow that recipe. I don't tweak anything. The only thing I don't add is espresso powder because I don't have that. I already have some flour in this bowl, and usually I would use my ugly stainless steel metal bowls because I use them like every day for cooking and baking, but I remembered that my sister left this with me, so it's much prettier. So this is just a cup of all-purpose flour, and I'm going to add a cup of sugar, and I keep my sugar in this mason jar, but most of my ingredients I buy from Walmart because my Walmart, at least, they have a lot of Walmart brand organic products, and they're just so affordable compared to like some of the other smaller organic brands, or even like the bigger organic brands. This is wet with water still because I washed it. So I used to buy, let's see, I have the powdered sugar version, I think. No, there's this one brand that Walmart sells, or again, my Walmart sells, and they do organic sugar, organic brown sugar, organic powdered sugar, but I was running out of powdered sugar, which we're gonna need for the frosting, and I got some from Safeway. Don't remember how much it was, but it's just the Safeway's brand. Okay, that's 1 cup. But because I buy those bigger bags of sugar, I like to put it in a smaller container. Other than that, I don't really transfer much of my ingredients. The only other thing I transfer is my flour because I like to buy a lot at once, and then I have a giant glass thing of flour, and so it'd be a lot to have in front of me. And for cocoa powder, I use the Equal Exchange. I feel like it tastes good. I feel like it's good. I've just used this for a while. I don't think you can get it from Walmart or like Safeway or anything like that. I have to get this at like the natural stores near me. I feel like if you live near Whole Foods, they'll probably have that, but there's so many different grocery stores. Yours might have it. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. My mom used to use Hershey's, but this one's fair trade. So, but yeah, my mom used to make chocolate cake and chocolate cupcakes a lot. She always used Hershey's. Ooh, why does it smell like vinegar? That's really strange. Anyways, this one's empty. Forgot to use this one up. It's pretty much empty. Okay. It's already been 9 minutes. Ooh, I'm gonna try and hurry this up. I want to get the cupcakes in and out of the oven, okay? Because I ended up having to film really late. I wanted to do this early in the morning because the sun goes down at like 6:30 now, and it is almost 4:30, and you need to wait till cupcakes completely cool to frost them. but I think I will just go ahead and make the frosting while they're cooking, just so I have everything ready. This is super clumpy. Should I sift this? I think it's more important to sift the ingredients for frosting, because I'm going to be adding boiling water, which will help break everything up. I actually don't know the science behind the boiling water for chocolate cake, because my mom used to make chocolate cake and I remember her putting in boiling water, and this recipe calls for that too. So I'm not sure like if emulsify is the word or what it does, because like eggs, right, they emulsify a mixture. I don't know. And like certain ingredients do certain things, like cornstarch thickens, like I don't know what. Oh my god, if you can hear these noises, this is so annoying. The fridge is old, the oven's old, they all make these horrible noises. Also, do you like my like Halloween stuff? I usually don't have all this stuff sitting behind me. I usually have it spread out, like the little bears. And the flowers are really sad. I'm glad that I cover them. I'll show a picture of what they did look like. I actually picked them myself from this farm outside of Spokane. There's this area where there's just all these farms, and they have like fall festivals and pumpkin patches and apple orchards, and a lot of the farms usually have, you know, stuff going on for kids and fall activities. But this farm, they have everything, and they have flowers, like a giant field of flowers that you can pick from. And I actually met the owner. I didn't even know it was the owner till I was leaving. And then I was like, wait, do you live here? Like, because people who work there could live there, or they hire people. And then she was the owner. And I was like, girl, this is such a beautiful place. Let's see. I made those pumpkins. The top one is split in half because somebody broke it. Someone who is 3 years old really likes pumpkins and decided to break it. And those are both from the 90s. I'll just glue it back together. But I stacked them with a dowel, and the dowel I had glued, it also came out. So it's kind of just like balancing right now. I'll fix it, but it works for now. The bottom one is kind of like, I don't want to say cheaper, but the bottom one cost me more because I got it from like a vintage antique mall kind of thing, and the top one I just got at the thrift store, and it already had the hole in it because I suspected that someone else had done that where they stacked them because it already had the holes in it. I actually had to cut the plastic on the bottom and then like sand it. It was a whole thing, but I've got all the tools, I've got everything. I've got a mask so I don't breathe in plastic, because I used to do a lot more art and projects. So we need 1 teaspoon of baking powder and 1/2 teaspoon baking soda. So let's just do the baking soda. I mean, the bottom one, it was $12. The top one was $6, but the bottom one is in worse condition, and it's when they light up. I don't know if you can tell now, but at night you can tell. The bottom one is like translucent kind of, and the light looks weirder in it, and the top one, it just looks more like a real pumpkin. It's more like solid and opaque. I don't know, but I thought the bottom's face was really cute, and also it was like the only affordable one at the antique mall. They had a lot of those, like, it's not paper mache, it's kind of like foam, but they have a lot of those types of pumpkins. But I thought that face was really cute. It also might be the light, because they both came with the bulbs, but the top one is like one of the LED ones, and the bottom one is like a real light, like a real bulb. Okay. So can you see all that? Can you? If you can see that, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, okay, I told myself I'd be quick. One teaspoon. I think I got this from Walmart too. 1 teaspoon baking powder. And this recipe just makes 12 cupcakes. Baking powder, baking soda, and then 1/2 teaspoon of kosher salt, and a cup couple of weeks ago, I actually made 4 dozen cupcakes with chocolate cupcakes and vanilla, half and half. And then I made the strawberry buttercream, cream cheese, buttercream, and then I made a chocolate ganache frosting, which literally is just chocolate with heavy cream and some salt. And then you let that ganache sit, and then you just whip it up. It's such a good consistency, and then it also hardens at room temperature. Most frostings set, but they don't really like harden or like set too much. And the ganache, because of it being chocolate in there, it really sets. I don't want to say harden in a bad way. It, like, when you bite into it, it's still soft, but it really keeps its shape. So I think they came out good, and I didn't take a single picture of anything I made, and so I can't prove it, and that really hurts. But I have one picture of one of the cupcakes that I had, because I had a couple left over. Did I say my neighbor asked me for them? My neighbor asked me for them, because I have like something outside where I have like a sign, and I used to bake stuff and post it on Facebook, and I actually would bake a lot of bread, like this Jewish bread babka with different fillings, and so I'd have to bake so much. And so I think she realized that, and then she was like, hey, do you do cupcakes? And I was like, sure. And I literally didn't have a cupcake pan. But I do bake a lot of cake, so it's like I know how to bake cake. It's the same thing, just littler. And so I bought a cupcake pan to do it, and then I bought more piping tips because I only had a couple. Okay, that is all the dry ingredients, right? Flour, sugar, cocoa powder, baking powder. Anyways, that was a little side quest I did. Now if you hear another noise, I have my electric kettle going, and I'm heating up water because I do need some boiling water now. I'm gonna add the milk, which is a half cup of milk. If you can hear the kettle, it's already going. And then I'm just gonna add the egg. Perfect. I had to go to the bathroom, and I came back and it's literally pouring rain, like torrential downpour. So that's like not good luck at all. And it makes for terrible lighting, but it's fine. So we got the egg. Now we need to do the oil. So oops, I've had this sitting out quite a bit, but not too long, because I'm gonna have to put most of it back. But we only need 1/4 of a cup. So it's kind of soft enough to use this. So 1/4 cup would be half of a stick of butter, because a stick of butter is a half, but I'm gonna do half and half. So I'm gonna do this much butter. 2 tablespoons of butter. Put this in the microwave. The way it sticks out like that. Oh my god. I forgot about my butter. She did explode. So we lost a little bit. Well, don't really have half butter at this point. Let's see. It really got everywhere. I gotta get down to see this. Oh, dude, I'm so good at measurements. I perfectly poured to 1/4 cup, and I did the same thing with the milk earlier when I measured it. It was like perfect. Okay. And then we need water, so I'm just gonna measure that hot water in the glass, and now that the glass is already hot, hopefully it won't crack. So we want 1/2 of a cup. Steaming. Okay, 1/2 cup water, then we're gonna mix. I think that's everything. Milk, oil, egg, vanilla. Vanilla, 1/2 teaspoon. I had it by the ingredients for the frosting because I have them over there. I'm gonna add a little bit more than that. It went down the side of the thing. That's annoying. Okay, I moved the camera. Hopefully the angle's not weird. I bought 2 packs of these same size wrappers. It's just like the compostable ones. I have the same parchment paper brand. I do actually compost most of the parchment that I use up. Sometimes I do just toss it, but I have a little compost outside. But tell me why like one of the packs is like small like this and one of them is wider. I don't know. But see how great this batter came out? It's very smooth now. That's why I didn't sift anything. And we're gonna add them all into the cupcake liners. And actually this is, I believe, it kind of makes 13 or 14 cupcakes because if I use all this batter, some of them will look overfilled in the end when they bake, but that's fine. I'm just gonna use it all. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use one of my things here. I'm gonna use my measuring cup from earlier. Are these bumps? Oh, those definitely are little clumps. So I literally was just like, look how smooth it is, but there are clumps. It's totally fine. This is the most messy way to do this, I swear. If you guys have issues also with wanting things to look nice, I'm sorry. And I'm not gonna say if you have OCD, because OCD isn't just like you like things to look nice. So, oh my gosh, this is awful. This is supposed to be relaxing, by the way. How am I doing? I'm gonna clean it up. I don't know how people normally pour batter, but I'm not gonna tip the bowl because I feel like that'd be even worse. I guess I could have gotten a measuring cup. Whatever, it's fine. It's pouring rain, but then the sun's coming out. Maybe the rapture is actually happening today. Okay, it is such a mess. I need to get these in the oven. Let me clean these up, guys. All right. I'm gonna tap this on the counter and then I'm gonna put them in the oven for, how long does it say? 20 minutes at 325, all right? So you can't really see my face, but that's fine. The cupcakes are out of the oven, and what did I say? See how they're kind of like derpy? That was a horrible descriptor, but see, they're overfilled, but I knew that, but I didn't have the time or the care to, oh, and there's batter on the sides of some of them, but I didn't have the time or the care to make like 2 or 3 extra cupcakes to put the extra batter in. See, it's whatever. All right, so we're gonna move these over here, and they're still a little bit warm, which is fine because we're gonna make the frosting. So 3.5 cups of powdered sugar. I sifted it with a tiny little sifter. I wish I had one of those big crank sifter things. It took a long time. I might have put a cup extra because I forgot. I was counting and then I forgot, but we are going to beat the butter, 1.5 sticks of butter, and because I'm going to use a mixer, I'm going to go ahead and clip the next part and move on to when I'm pouring the powdered sugar in. I beat the butter a little bit, and I'm going to add some of the powdered sugar, not all of it. And this recipe is coming from, let's see, it says Sweet Mouth Joy. Sweet Mouth Joy, it's the buttercream with orange extract. I am going to tweak it a little bit. I have some orange juice, like the recipe calls for, but I also have some vanilla, even though it only has the orange extract. My hands are literally dripping. I didn't wipe them off. So that's what I'm doing. And then it's 3 to 4 tablespoons of orange juice or milk. And so I have 3 tablespoons orange juice, but if I need more moisture, I'm going to use heavy cream instead of milk. I'm scared that, because it's already not a bad consistency. I feel like this is way too much powdered sugar. I'm just gonna add it. Okay. The sun is setting as we speak. So I might just frost a couple and then end the video. I'm adding a little bit of salt. Okay. Then we're gonna add the orange juice. Looks like so much. Going to add, it says 1/8 teaspoon salt, 1 teaspoon orange extract. So I'm going to add a little bit of vanilla to that. Then do the orange extract. Ooh, that smells amazing. Can't wait to use that for other stuff too. It looks a little bit thin, I'm not gonna lie. Like I could add more powdered sugar. Like I should have only added like 2 tablespoons of orange juice really. But I do have to add the color, so I'm gonna put a little bit to the side because I want to make a little bit green to then make little stems. Now I'm gonna make it orange if I can. So I can have this stuff. It's like this natural dye powder. Ooh, it's very bright. Can't tell how much I'm adding. I'm gonna add some yellow. This stuff was really expensive, by the way. Okay. Now I'm going to mix it again. This was a waste of my money. I think this was $8, maybe even $8.50. I used the whole packet of yellow, and I can't tell what color this is. I don't want to add more red. Is that orange? Well, that's our orange. I can't even tell if that's like an orange color. Okay, I guess we're going for the natural look. And I added some yellow over here, and now I need to add some blue to make green. Just a little bit. Oh, shoot. That was too much. That's a really vibrant blue. I know it's spirulina. Let's just mix this. Okay, well, definitely added too much blue, I think. So, put this in here. I do feel like it's a little thin still. Oh, I didn't even taste it. That's delicious. It's like a creamsicle. Okay, that's probably good. If I need to add this little bit left, I will. Okay. Let's just have 4 right here. So my plan is... Oh, I can totally hear my son now. It's okay. Okay, so yeah, it's kind of too loose to do what I want, so this might not work. We might have to do abstract pumpkins, but my plan is to make like a little middle, okay, and then to kind of build up on that to make a pumpkin like that. I took it off, that's a failure. Like this, and then another swirl, and then another swirl. That just looks like a lot of frosting, you know? I guess that looks more full than the other one, but I'm gonna run out of frosting then. This swirl. Oh, and now the dogs are going crazy. Okay. This is the one where I did all the extra. I don't even like that. Okay. They're all kind of lopsided. Okay. So here. That one's, they're all going to be off because they're overfilled as well. Like the cupcakes, the cupcake part of it, so they sway to one side. Okay. That one is the outlier with all the extra frosting. That doesn't... Does that look like a pumpkin, guys? Okay. Oh no. Okay. Okay. Like the vine, I literally just went to the pumpkin patch too. Okay. Okay. Okay, that one's messed up. Don't look at that one. This one will just have two vines. Okay, I'm gonna do less on the stem. Oh, okay. Is this cute, guys? It did not work out the way I wanted it to, but I mean, it's something, you know? Okay. Go right here. Oh, I have a lot of extra. Oh, I missed two. What am I doing? Okay. Do they look like pumpkins or do they look like orange and green blobs? I just shot my thumbnail to try and use up the last bit of light we had left. There really wasn't any, but I'm gonna try this Obviously the frosting is not set yet. It honestly looks like it's melting. That might be the dye is reacting with the other frosting ingredients, or I just needed to dial it back on the orange juice because there was too much liquid in the frosting. Okay, there she is. The fridge is being loud again. Does it look like a pumpkin? No, it doesn't. It's suggestive, and I tried at first. I had a vision, but let's see if it tastes good. Okay. I don't know if it works. You know what? I like to eat my cupcakes cold. I bet these would be fire, popped in the fridge or even the freezer. Okay. My mom used to always have so many extra cupcakes, and I remember always sneaking in the fridge to get one. But right now, it kind of tastes like Easter or something. I'm not sure. And hopefully you guys enjoyed. I put some on a plate. Do they look good? Would you eat one? It really looks like they're like melting. I'm gonna pop these in the fridge. All right.